Hey, good Wednesday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Weather Studios with your weather update here on your September the 3rd, 2025. Well, we are looking at some showers across the area. Got some clouds and temperatures. They're not bad for this time of year. Still running up just a little bit below normal. The big news story for this update is going to be the intense heat that's going to come very quickly for Friday and Saturday. Then a cool down, and then question marks for next week for our high temperatures. It's going to be cooler, that much I know. Looks like we're going to have a wedge setting up. It's just a question of how cool are we going to be. So we'll explain more of that here in the 7-day here in just a second. Let's take a live look up in Helen, Georgia, where we have had some rain pull through. The outer shower just pushed through there over the last hour and made the roads a little damp up that way. And got some clouds around Lake Lanier as well. Had a shower near Gainesville, but not looking too bad. Got a little sunshine breaking out there for right now. As we go and take a look at the local radar, you see some of those showers kind of erupting, even getting down into the metro area. Again, the shower kind of fell apart there coming into Gainesville. There's a shower that moved through the Helen area. You got some showers up near Clayton. And you get some showers down here into Paulding and into Cobb County as well. Cartersville getting rain, Canton, north of Dallas, Kennesaw, and Roswell getting a little bit of rain. So, again, very sparse, isolated showers. Notice there's not a lot of coverage area with these things. Fairly isolated to scattered here for this afternoon. Satellite imagery showing us so we're having those cumulus clouds kind of bubbling up with the daytime heating, and we're setting out those showers again here for your Wednesday, and we'll do it again for Thursday as well. Regional radar looking pretty decent. We got weak high pressure over into the Carolinas, and again, we'll continue with the scattered and isolated rain threat here for today and tomorrow. But Friday, I expect it will be a little bit drier on that, and I'll explain why in a second. Quick look at the tropics. We got that area of disturbed weather out in the middle of the Atlantic showing an 80% chance for development, likely to become Gabrielle. I do expect this thing to just kind of steer itself up this way as we're going to have a pretty decent trough that's going to be coming off the eastern seaboard to kind of pick that up by the time it gets ready to pull on out, so not worried about that. Not a lot of thunderstorms with this. We are starting to seeing indications of a low-level circulation starting to form in there, but got a long way to watch that one. Probably won't get Gabrielle until probably the weekend, the way things are kind of looking, unless it kind of gets its act together. There's still a little bit of Saharan dust out there as well. All right, let's go talk about our forecast models. Again, what we're going to see here over going into tomorrow is going to have an isolated chance of rain. Friday's going to be dry. We're going to have a bit of a west to southwesterly wind developing for tomorrow. And then maybe a chance of rain going into Saturday night-ish as we wait for a frontal system to move on through. So tomorrow, again, could see a scattered shower or two. And then Friday, we'll see. Like most of the day of Friday, looks like it's going to be pretty limited there with the rain chances there on Friday. And then we'll see a possibility of a spotty shower going into Saturday. Really kind of a limited rain chances over the next 7 days. Nothing really too big to worry about there for the most part. All right, so let's go look at your forecast maps here. Again, watch this. This is from our friends from the National Weather Service here as we look for the next 7 days. Again, really not looking any real high rain chances any day of the week here. Going in for tomorrow, again, we got that weak frontal boundary coming at us here, and it's going to fall apart. Notice there by late tomorrow, and then going to Friday, where'd it go? It kind of disappeared. And with the high pressure down here in the Gulf, we're going to see kind of a west-southwesterly wind out ahead of this next front. This is the one that's going to cool us back down into next week. So as this front goes on by, look what happens here. We go into Saturday. There goes that Saturday. There goes the Sunday. There's the big high-pressure system on Sunday moving in. It's going to shift this direction. And when it gets over here, it's going to get us into a wedge position. And it looks like it may stay there for a little while. So there's Monday's position. There's Tuesday. Again, we're going to be looking at easterly effects starting to develop in here. And that's going to be have a dictation on what kind of cloud cover we're going to have and what our temperatures are going to be, because there's been a bit of a discrepancy between the two models there as far as its intensity. So again, looks like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'm expecting cooler weather. And when I say cooler, I'm saying a lot of upper 70s in here, but it could potentially be a little cooler, because cooler than that, just kind of depending on how strong that wedge is set up across the area and cloud cover for next week. So here's our forecast here for your Thursday. Gainesville, 86-64. That's actually pretty close to average for this time of year, just 20% chance of an isolated shower and thunderstorm. It's kind of the 20 to 40% range, like we've been doing the last couple of days, where the closer to Metro Atlanta, it's a little more isolated, a little more scattered the further north you go, and it's been kind of what we've seen the last day or so, and we'll continue that for tomorrow. Looking at your low temperatures for tonight, mostly in the 60s, a few upper 50s in the mountains. Atlanta, Hartsville, Jackson looking at 67 for a low, so kind of a mild night there. And then daytime highs tomorrow, mostly into the low to mid 80s, a few upper 80s there in the northwest zones. Notice Rome and Cedartown in the upper 80s, 80 over in Clayton, 83 in Cornelia. All right, what about the regional forecast? 86 in Nashville, 89 in Birmingham, 91 in Columbia, 91 in Columbus. So still got some summertime temps kind of holding on just a little bit. And the next 7 days, I'm okay through Sunday. I think Sunday I'm okay. Got a couple of temperatures floating around 90 degrees, 91 degrees on Friday and Saturday. Bracking the temperature up on Sunday, 86, 65. It's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week. Right now going upper 70s, low to mid 60s for lows. The lows, it's not an overly cool air mass. Again, it's about cloud cover and about any kind of drizzle or any kind of light rain precipitation we may develop, depending on the strength of the wedge going into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That's the only question mark on the 7-day. So expect some potential changes and upgrades on that as we get a little bit closer. All right. But the weekend, although a little hot on Saturday, not bad on Sunday, really. If you want to go, maybe go do some late season tubing up in Helen or something, or do something across North Georgia. Really not that bad. It'll be a little warm, but really not a bad weekend. Actually, the weekend forecast we got coming up is basically what we were expecting on Labor Day weekend. I think we got them backward. So anyway, not looking too bad. Again, appreciate everybody checking us out here on the YouTube channel. If you have not hit that subscribe button, if you can, please help us out if you can, as we're trying to grow our little YouTube channel. It's got a couple hundred folks on here, but again, I do appreciate you guys checking us out. If you live anywhere in North Georgia, again, this channel is for you guys. All right, that's y'all's update. Be good, stay safe, and we'll see you next time. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.